As dusk falls over the Aravalli hills, heavy iron gates swing shut. Once the sun dips below the horizon, no living person is allowed to remain inside these walls. The Archaeological Survey of India enforces a strict, legally binding ban. Anyone caught trespassing after dark faces severe legal penalties. This is Bhangarh Fort in Rajasthan, a site widely known as Asia's most haunted ruined city. At its peak, 10,000 people lived within this royal settlement. Then, according to local legend, the entire population vanished or perished over the course of a single night. Walking through the site today reveals a jarring scene. Thousands of stone homes stand with their walls completely intact, yet every single structure is missing its roof. To explain this bizarre architectural graveyard, locals point to a 16th century dark magic sorcerer named Singhia. Singhia developed an obsessive attraction to Princess Ratnavati. Knowing she would reject him, he attempted to slip a powerful love potion into her scented oils, but the princess recognized the dark magic. She threw the glass bottle against a heavy boulder, crushing the sorcerer beneath its weight. With his dying breath, Singhia cast a devastating curse. The city would perish overnight, and any roof built within its walls would instantly collapse. For centuries, that legend has defined Bhangarh, obscuring a historical record of starvation and abandonment. The true story begins in 1573, when King Bhagwant established the city for his younger son. Bhangarh was built as a highly organized medieval metropolis, strictly planned and engineered for longevity. This map reveals Bhangarh's strict defensive strategy. Visitors passed through 5 concentric perimeter gates, funneled inward. Moving past these defenses, the layout directed citizens through a commercial sector and sacred temple grounds, before reaching the elevated royal palace at the rear. The builders constructed these massive perimeter walls from Alwar quartzite, a highly durable local stone designed to withstand centuries of weathering. That durability is most obvious in the Hindu temples still standing near the entrance. Unlike the roofless homes, these structures remain almost perfectly preserved. They were built in the complex Nagara architectural style. Their thick stone platforms and curving geometric towers were engineered with a precision that allowed them to outlast the surrounding residential quarters. This survival creates a sharp visual tension. Complete, majestic sacred spaces stand right next to fragmented, open-air houses. It is an unsettling contrast that the human brain easily misinterprets as something supernatural. The actual catalyst for Bhangarh's destruction arrived in 1783 in the form of a severe, prolonged famine that swept across the Rajasthan region. At the exact same time, devastating military conflicts erupted between the neighboring kingdoms of Jaipur and Alwar. These regional wars severed vital trade routes. Without those supply lines, the drought-stricken city could no longer feed its 10,000 citizens. The missing roofs have a highly practical explanation. While walls were solid stone, the roofs were perishable thatch and wood. Once the city was abandoned, those organic materials simply rotted away, leaving only the stone shells behind. In the Johari Bazaar, you can see the commercial district where merchants once displayed goods on raised stone platforms. Today, they sit empty and overgrown. Bhangarh's population eventually fled the combined pressures of famine and war, leaving the city to a slow, multi-generational collapse. That brings us back to the present day and those padlocked gates at twilight. The government's night prohibition exists to protect tourists from the physical hazards of navigating 400-year-old collapsing ruins in the dark. The property is filled with steep drops and deep, unprotected stepwells, which become invisible and incredibly dangerous once the sun goes down. There is also a serious biological threat. The ruins sit right on the border of the Sariska Tiger Reserve. At night, the deserted fort becomes a hunting ground for wild leopards and desert jackals. These physical dangers justify the ASI's padlocks, but the legend of the curse persists for a different reason. The story of Singhia provides a recognizable face for the city's ruin, condensing decades of drought and war into a single localized myth. The ruins of Bhangarh still hold their secrets, waiting in the shadow of the Aravalli hills. Would you dare spend a night inside? Let us know in the comments and hit subscribe to join us as we explore more dark history.